This is Ian Williams, and I'm here with Ben Hobby, who's the head of BT's video section in EMEA. Thank you very much for taking some time to join me.
Thanks for coming.
Now, we're sitting in one of BT's new sort of telepresence showcase rooms. Tell us a little bit about why BT's getting into this space. I mean, video conferencing's been around for a long time, never really taken off. Why is video conferencing now the time for it, and why is BT getting into it?
So I think BT's been in it for quite a while, and in conferencing and also in video, now is the right time for a couple of reasons. I think the technology has got to a point where it's cost effective enough for people. We can really prove a return on investment quickly through driving the right adoption programs into the end user. It's also reliable. It now works. The networks are better than they were in years gone past, so it's easier to use, it's reliable, it's cost effective, and that's turning into a real successful mix for customers.
Excellent. And some of the technologies that have really come to bear over the last couple of years. I mean, what have you guys seen from the providers that you're dealing with that's really sort of blown you away about video conferencing?
So the blown away aspect is mostly telepresence. And as you've seen in the centre we've got here today, two of the technologies, and we're going to have a third. And in the other showcase suites, we've got all three of the leading telepresence vendors. And that's been the big kind of wow factor. And even during the credit crunch times, it's something that has really taken hold, and there's been quite a strong demand. Telepresence grew a huge amount, even over the last 12 months. So that's been one of the biggest, I think, tide changes that we've seen. A lot of that has been helped by some more muscle in the marketplace. So Cisco's got into the market and provided all the pounds in marketing that other people couldn't afford to do previously. So
you mentioned now telepresence is taking off, but this is a really, really tough market, and these aren't cheap systems. Mm-hmm. What really is the set? How do you guys go about then selling this, making it do so well?
I think just the return on investment has got to be proven. A lot more people versus traditional video are looking at what my return on investment case is up front, versus afterwards maybe. It's at a higher level. The decision making's got to be a higher level just because of the sign-off authority. I think that's required for that level of spend. And then people really, one of the main drivers is still travel avoidance. And people have found, particularly during the last year, tough economic times, that they started to cut back on travel, but then they start to lose the efficiencies that they had gained through those interactions that they need to have. And I think so one of our messages going to a CFO, for example, is we'll take the £2 million out of your travel budget. You give us half of that, and we'll make this work and make it a solid investment for you. And the other half you keep in your back pocket.
Excellent. So, I mean, we're talking about the high levels here. How does these sorts of systems scale right down to the smaller businesses who might want something maybe not as grand as the room we're sitting in now, but are looking to video conferencing?
I think it's in a place now where it really works, and I think what we're going to see, what we have seen already for other reasons, is some of the lower end types of technologies, becoming more ubiquitous in these systems. So when you think about it, does somebody really want to have a telepresence system and all the great quality that you get with that, but also the cost, with somebody on Skype? You may want to bring them in for a quick conversation and have the two talking together, but for a 5-hour-long board meeting, then that application obviously wouldn't be there. So I think there are some, definitely some niches where you want the low end to talk to the high end, but I think it is just some niches. But I think the technology platforms are there today to do that, and they weren't previously there.
Excellent. Well, it looks like finally telepresence and video conferencing may have actually finally come of age.
I think so, absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you very much for taking the minutes to join us. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.